Take a slow breath with me for a moment. Wherever you're watching from, maybe you're in the United States working hard to build a stable life, or maybe you're abroad hoping one day to join your family here. You've probably felt the stress and fear that comes with immigration news. Every day something new happens. Policies change overnight. Communities feel uncertain. People worry about raids, arrests, and misunderstandings. And sometimes, one story in the news can make an entire community feel unsafe. If you're looking for clarity, reassurance, and real information about what's happening, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down two major stories: the recent crackdown in New Orleans and the growing fear among Somali immigrants in Minneapolis. These events are affecting real people, real families, and entire neighborhoods. My goal is to explain what's happening calmly and step by step so you understand what is actually going on, what is rumor, what is reality, and what it means for you. Let's begin with New Orleans. Over the past several weeks, reports started spreading about increased immigration enforcement activity in certain parts of the city. People reported seeing more unmarked vehicles, more uniformed officers, and more ID checks in neighborhoods with large immigrant populations. For many immigrants living there, especially those who are undocumented or waiting for their cases to be processed, this created immediate fear. Some people stopped going to work, some avoided grocery stores, others kept their children home from school, worried that something could happen on the way. This is the kind of stress that many immigrant families live with every single day, but it becomes even heavier when there's talk of a crackdown. Now, here's what we currently understand. The activity in New Orleans was not a citywide raid or a mass operation. It was a targeted enforcement effort connected to specific individuals with outstanding removal orders or criminal cases. However, and this is important, when enforcement officers enter immigrant neighborhoods, everyone feels the impact, not just the people they're looking for. Even if the action is targeted, the fear spreads widely. For example, imagine a man who works long shifts at a restaurant. He's been here for years, paying rent, paying taxes, supporting his children. He hears that immigration officers were seen just one street away. Even if he has no criminal record and is simply waiting for his asylum case, his heart races. He starts questioning whether he should go to work. He wonders if the officers are only targeting specific people or if they might stop him by mistake. This emotional pressure is real, and it affects entire communities. But here is the part that many people misunderstand. When immigration officers conduct targeted operations, they are usually acting on specific information. That means they are not randomly stopping every person who looks foreign. They are not walking into schools or churches. They are not allowed to go door to door without legal reasons. And when they look for someone, they usually already have records and addresses. Knowing this can help calm some of the fear that spreads through communities. Now let's move to Minneapolis, where the Somali community has been feeling a wave of anxiety. Minneapolis has one of the largest Somali populations in the United States, and for years it has been a strong, vibrant community with deep cultural roots. But recently, some events have created tension and fear, especially after reports of increased surveillance, national security concerns, and questions about immigration paperwork. For context, the Somali community in Minneapolis includes U.S. citizens, refugees, asylum seekers, green card holders, and people still waiting for interviews. Many came to the United States fleeing war, violence, and political instability. They rebuilt their lives from zero. But when a news story breaks about a criminal case involving someone from the community, or when a federal investigation becomes public, people fear being associated unfairly. Even innocent families feel the pressure. For example, a mother who came to the U.S. years ago for safety may start worrying that her immigration document needs renewal. She may worry that any small mistake on a form will draw attention. Her teenage son may worry that speaking Somali in public will make people look at him differently. These are the kinds of emotional reactions happening in Minneapolis right now. Reactions fueled not only by facts, but also by fear, misunderstanding, and rumors spreading on social media. It's important to separate facts from fear. So far, there has been no announcement of a large enforcement operation targeting Somalis in Minneapolis. What has happened is a series of individual cases and investigations involving specific people. However, when these stories become public, they often get exaggerated online. Someone posts a comment saying, "ICE is coming tomorrow," and suddenly, thousands of people believe it. But immigration enforcement does not work this way. They do not announce raids publicly, they do not release lists of targets, and they do not focus on an entire community because of the actions of one or two individuals. Still, the fear is understandable. When you come from a country where government actions were unpredictable or dangerous, even normal law enforcement activity in the United States can feel threatening. That is why information is so important. The more you understand how the system works, the more power you have to protect yourself and your family. Let's step back for a moment and talk about what these two stories, New Orleans and Minneapolis, mean for immigrants across the country. First, remember this: immigration enforcement in the United States is based on priority. That means officers focus most of their effort on certain groups: people with serious criminal cases, people with prior deportation orders, or people considered security risks. They do not have the time, the resources, or the legal authority to chase every undocumented person in the country. So if you are following the law, attending your court dates, updating your documents, and staying away from criminal issues, your risk remains low. Second, if there is increased enforcement in one city, it does not automatically mean the same will happen everywhere. Immigration activity rises and falls depending on local situations, specific cases, and federal priorities. It is not uniform across the entire United States. Third, fear spreads faster than facts. And when people panic, they make mistakes. Some people stop attending immigration appointments because they're scared to leave home, but missing an appointment can make your situation worse. Others avoid asking for legal advice, which means they continue living in uncertainty. Knowledge is your protection. Understanding your rights is your protection. Staying informed is your protection. So what should you do if you live in a city experiencing fear or rumors about enforcement? First, stay calm and avoid making decisions based on panic. Second, check your immigration documents and make sure everything is up to date. If you have a pending case, continue to attend your appointments and hearings. Third, know your rights. You do not have to open your door to immigration officers unless they have a warrant signed by a judge. You do not have to answer questions without speaking to an attorney. And you do not have to share your immigration status with strangers. Also, stay connected to reliable information. Many community organizations, legal groups, and immigration lawyers share accurate updates, especially during moments of fear. Listening to verified sources can help you avoid falling for rumors that only create more stress. Finally, remember this: the United States is a country built by immigrants. Millions of people from every background, Somali, Latino, Asian, Arab, African, European, and many more, have built strong communities here. You belong to that story. You belong to that future. Do not let fear take away your confidence. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay hopeful. Many people are working every day to defend immigrant rights and help families stay safe and united. As we continue to follow these stories, we will update you with clear, honest, and trustworthy information. If you want to stay informed without fear or confusion, please subscribe to the channel for more immigration updates, legal explanations, and guidance to help protect your future. Thank you for being here, and I hope you stay safe and supported wherever you are.